EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the Alamo City of San Antonio, Texas. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Blues of Toronto taking on the Nighthawks of San Antonio. "22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance." And off we go from San Antonio. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Throwing to start here is Tua. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully. Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. KJ Osborne, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd down. But you look at this defense. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams. Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you consider the break-even mark. If you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but pretty nice effort. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago. It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct. Let's go. Here's Tua. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 17 yards there on 3rd down as they pick up a 1st and 10. All right. Tua sets up to pass it. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8. Solo left Zion. Hey. Watch it, Oscar. From midfield, here's Tua. Catch is made by Metcalf. And touchdown! DK Metcalf. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Nighthawks will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Anders Carlson now for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0. after the touchdown. Cook now to kick this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Man in motion left. That's Smith and Jigba.
18, fight in.
Stroud now on second down. Finding Smith and Jigba downfield. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Walker now on 1st and 10. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Walker with another carry. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Okay, break. No.
Running left is Walker. The 35-yard line.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Walker. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Kenneth Walker with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Blues respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Now it's 2nd and 10. First carry for Nick Chubb. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
Yeah, and I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
21G, 21G.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. Second quarter now, San Antonio in possession as they've got it with a fourth down coming up. On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Powering forward. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And they will take over first and 10.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the momentum just continuing to build and build for them. They had the touchdown, their last drive to tie the game. It's a foot race. Still going inside the 20 and running with power here. They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1 yard line. And a huge play that time. 51 yards on the ground. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. Stroud keeps it. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1 yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal.
19 Lions.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. That will bring up fourth down and an 11-yard loss to boot. And this one is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to. And get prepared for the rest of the game.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. In motion right, that's Metcalf. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
20 TX. Solo left Zion. Hey!
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Open man is Osborne. He's got it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. His first catch there. Good for 10 yards and a first down. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Open man is Osborne. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 2nd and 5. Osborne motions left. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
Yeah. 21G, 21G. Hey, hey. Let's go. Number 1, high.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Hey, Watson, Oscar. Out.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. 3rd and 7 now.
Give him the completion. No gain, but let's focus in on that tackle. Open field tackling, the hardest thing to do in the game, I believe.
But when you get outside the tackle box, it becomes a numbers game. The defense had more than they could block. Looking to pass. Tua. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A passing look here. 5 receivers in the formation on 2nd and 4. Now Tua. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got two. Do I hear three? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offense.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early.
All right, come on.
Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up third down on the sand. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
Stroud on third down now. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Trying the left side with Walker. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On 1st down, here's Stroud. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll toss this out right to Walker. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
Ready? 60 Maverick! 60 Maverick!
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jalen Waddle. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Blues take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
So the completion good for just 3, and it'll be second down.
Hey, 21 T corner, long. Scott.
They'll drop to throw. Throw caught there by Osborne. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 16 yards, a first down.
44, ready.
That's good. 4-8.
21G.
At the 35-yard line.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
In motion right is Osborne.
Turbo 1, hard. 20, TX.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. In motion right, that's Metcalf.
Solo left Zion. Hey!
From the gun, it's Tua. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out. It's a big play there. 54 yards.
Oh, man, disappointment that he couldn't finish that off in the end zone. What an effort there, doing all he can to get to the pylon, and he's going to wind up out of bounds just short. But a huge play there, going to set him up with 1st and goal from very short range.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Watch it, Oscar.
Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. More difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Here's Tua. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick here is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The field goal we just saw has this now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose, as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence and playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Stroud sets up the play action. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10. As they've got things rolling on this drive. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Stroud working out of the gun. Got a man. It's Waddle complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Now second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
From the gun on third down, here's Stroud. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the defense will get... He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold him, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Work to do here with a crowd at fever pitch. 3rd and 9. Stroud gets this complete to Smith-Njigba. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Straight ahead, Walker. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
This is 1st and 10. They run again with Walker. Down to the 42, 2nd down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Stroud has this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. All 3 timeouts still in their back pocket. Here's 1st and 10. They'll give it up to the big man Walker. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go away.
Yeah, as I said, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. Stroud to throw it. And now remember, all touchdowns are... They're going to take a good long look at it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he's all the way in for the touchdown. No flags. And in the final stages of this game, they're an extra point away from tying us up.
One of the most exciting plays in football. A kickoff return for a touchdown. And in all the excitement, let's not lose sight of the fact that now the pressure shifts to that snapper, holder, and kicker. This extra point is really important.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And the fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
Here's 1st and 10.
19 Lions. 79 Broncos.
Here's Stroud. Dancing to his left.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks. Here comes 2nd down. Now Stroud. Johnston hauls it in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Tiger, 19, trap 60. Ready.
To throw with Stroud. And he's got Smith-Njigba. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball that gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Fair catch called for and taken, so the ball brought up to the 25 to begin this overtime session. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
You got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
19 tight, 19 tight.
First throw of overtime. Stroud rolling to his right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's got the first down and more. Still going. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. So it's our visitors that come